Hey everyone, welcome back to another Vapor Honing Technologies video. My name is Ryan and I'm here with Hunter, and today we're going to discuss why the Weekend Warrior is the perfect hobbyist at-home setup. So the Weekend Warrior is actually our most popular cabinet here at Vapor Honing Technologies, and that's because it packs a lot of pros into its price tag. For example, it uses the same cabinet that our VH800 series uses, and that's 33 by 30 by 28 tall. It is a large cabinet, meaning you can get most of the parts that you want to blast inside of it. And again, it's coming in at $28.64 as of the price right now. So viewing this machine from the hobbyist perspective, which is what this is, it does have a lot of features that, again, are packed into this lower price point. Hunter, do you actually mind to explain some of those features?
Yeah, of course. So one of the features it's going to have is a window rinse. This is super vital. If you're blasting, you know that you're going to get backsplash from your parts onto the window. That's why it's super important to have a window rinse to make sure that you can clear your window and you have clear viewing space to your part. You also have a floodlight inside of the cabinet. It is in the upper left-hand corner of the cabinet, so you get a broad spectrum of lighting throughout. It's a very powerful light. It's going to light your entire machine. The Weekend Warrior also has the internal rinse nozzle. This is a fantastic tool to have if you're blasting parts that have different passageways or areas that the media is sitting after you're done blasting. You can take this rinse nozzle and rinse your entire part down, get all the media off of there, get it back to just a brand new part, and then take it out of the cabinet and dry it off. So the last very important feature on this model is the foot pedal. On other models that we have, you do have an on-off switch, but this model does have a foot pedal, so it's a lot easier to control. You just step on the foot pedal to turn it on, step off.
So it sounds like the goal of this machine was to actually keep the process involved with wet blasting and the machine component as simple and as easy as possible to use. Is that true, or?
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we kept it as simple as possible for you. They're great features to have when you're using this 2 to 3 times a week. You get the features that will make your blasting experience efficient for that type of demand, but you also get a great entry-level machine that's going to perform just as well as any of the others that we carry. For the price tag, it's really packs a punch for the price tag. It's getting you into vapor honing for under $3,000. Very, very solid machine.
With it being a full-size machine, are you able to use like all the different types of abrasives that you would in an industrial style cabinet?
Absolutely. This machine is going to fit about 80% of parts across the board with its internal size. To give you guys some reference, we have put swing arms in this cabinet before and still had comfortable space to work with, motorcycle wheels. It's really limitless for how many parts you can fit in it. And you can use a vast majority of abrasives. You can use garnet, you can use glass bead, aluminum oxide, ceramic bead. Pretty much anything you use in a dry blast process can be used in this cabinet in the wet blast process, and it will perform as well as any other machine that we have.
So I know with a lot of our other models, we offer optional upgrades. What can actually be purchased with a Weekend Warrior?
Yeah, so we do have the locking caster set. This locking caster set is $100. It allows your machine to roll around. If you need to clean it, if you need to move it, makes it a lot more simple than moving it and sliding it or keeping it on the pallet, moving it around with a pallet jack or a forklift.
And it's crazy hard to move these things when they're full of water.
Right, it's very, very simple. It makes it a lot easier, and the casters lock your machine into place. You simply step down to put the brake on the caster, and it's locked in that spot. When you need to move it, pop it up and move it around freely. We also have turntables. For this model, we have anywhere from 20 to 26 inch turntables available for this unit. They range anywhere from $1,000 to $1,300. There's 4 sizes in between the 20 and 26. We also have floor support. So this kind of ties hand in hand with the turntables. Turntables are really heavy. They're going to take up a lot of your weight capacity in this Weekend Warrior. It can hold about 150 pounds, but the floor supporter is going to support the floor. That way you have about 500 pounds that you can maximize in that cabinet if you were to put heavier parts in it.
And I know those turntables, they're priced kind of high, but we've had one in the showroom for a very long time. And it's the way that those bearings are designed that cause them to last a very long time. And when you're trying to blast heavier parts inside of your machine, you really cannot make up for having a turntable, because it's amazing at how much it improves your efficiency when you're blasting.
And it kind of works like a lazy Susan. So you're going to sit your part on there, you manually turn it as you're blasting. That way you don't have to maneuver the parts with your hands. That's a very huge advantage to have when you're working with heavy parts. Instead of stopping, having to turn the part and move it all over the place, it really makes things a lot more simple.
Now I know I see closed loop everywhere on the website, but is a closed loop upgrade actually available for the Weekend Warrior?
Right, so this machine comes standard open loop, so you have to add the closed loop to this machine. The standard closed loop that works in more of a sedimentation style is gonna run you $650 to add. We also have a 2-stage filtration system. It comes with one basin and there is 5-micron filter paper that goes on top of the basin, and that's gonna filter out more of those contaminants. Just adds an extra layer of filtration for you. That add-on is $1,000. But it's super helpful and super efficient in the way that that filter paper works.
I've actually seen it. We have it on our HD, and it's amazing at how much abrasive you don't think is coming out of the cabinet, but actually is, and it's able to actually filter that out.
Yeah, plus other contaminants. So if you have paint pieces, powder coat pieces that you're blasting off of your parts that naturally float on water, much like oil and grease does, it's actually going to drain that out of the top drain valve and filter that stuff out, so it has no chance to get back into your system at all.
Also, if you guys are unfamiliar with what open loop and closed loop are, we'll put a link in the description that explains those and explains whether closed loop may or may not be beneficial for your home setup.
If you have any questions about the Weekend Warrior, if you think this is the right machine for you, please give me a call. My number is 828-220-5012.
Also, if you guys have any other questions or comments, please leave it in the comments below. We'll address those, and if there's a question, we'll answer that for you. If you guys like this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and also check out the other great content that we post every day on our other socials and YouTube, because we kind of do educational stuff as well as explain our machines. Again, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and peace.